Alright, we are just about ready for our next run. 102 Dalmatians, all levels inbound by TaintedTali, and she has a co-commentator with her. And I will now throw it over to TaintedTali and commentator. Take it away. Throw it over to TaintedTali and commentator. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Hello, Fleetfest. My name is TaintedTali, and I will be running 102 Dalmatians. With me, I have Tofu. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tofu. I also run this game. I run the All Puppies category.
I will be learning that eventually as well, but right now we are not doing All Puppies. We will be doing all levels inbounds. So... wait, did we miss introduction? Oh, okay, well, I'll go once again, that's okay. Hi, my name is TaintedTali, and I will be running 102 Dalmatians, all levels inbounds. So timer for this... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I'm Tofu8. I also run this game. I run the All Puppies category.
Yeah. So, a timer for this will start once we're actually through some of the cutscenes. I'm just gonna get it started and skip ahead, and then I will count it down before I skip the last one, before we actually get control. Because timer in this starts when you take control of Domino, which is the puppy that is chosen by default. So, just gonna make my way in there real quick. Again, not quite yet, not quite yet. We're almost there. Alright, so timer starts in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so this is 102 Dalmatians, which is a licensed video game based on the movie with a similar name. Although, if you have watched the movie, you'll probably realize that this doesn't exactly follow the plot line. I'll just leave it at that. I don't actually even remember the plot line. Do you remember the plot line for the movie?
I actually don't. Like,
no, me neither.
I cannot remember the plotline of the movie. I believe it's like that they like they hire the like dude with the leopard skin coat to catch the puppies. I remember that piece.
Yeah, lapels. Yeah, like I remember him as a character, and I remember that at the end, like they all celebrate that Oddball has a spot. That's what I remember of the movie. So clearly we have a clash action plot in this.
These first 3 levels are very just straightforward pathing. Not a lot of like jumps and tricks to them.
I should probably mention the general movement tech we're using as well. What you will see me doing for the most part is rolling, because rolling's fast. Oh, but I don't hit anything, that is, because the second you hit something, well, even if it's like just barely touching a wall, you will stop rolling. And stopping rolling is slow. Whenever we do stop rolling naturally, because you can't just hold down the button and go forever, we will do a jump, because that's faster than just walking. So yeah, but the plot of this is, we don't remember what the movie is about, but we do know that it's not about what is in this game. And in this game, Cruella de Vil will launch a toy series, because apparently that's the new thing and not fur, I guess? I don't know. But anyway, her toys aren't very good, I guess. These are her toys, by the way, that you can see all over the place, like that little tank over there, this clown. All those are Cruella's toys, and they're not selling. Which is, I guess, why she's just letting them roam free. But instead, she decides that her master plan is going to be to kidnap a bunch of puppies and dip them into super gloop, and then she's gonna sell those super gloop puppies as the new toys, which I just don't think too much about it, because it doesn't make sense.
As one does. No,
it doesn't make sense.
Well, you kidnap puppies and turn puppies into live toys.
Pretty much. Oh yeah, we're coming up on Big Ben, so I'm just gonna let Tofu talk for this, because it's like one of the big run killers of this game. We have 2 of them. This is one.
Yeah, the first actual run killer of the game's Big Ben. The first actual platforming level of the game. You'll see Tali do a skip up ahead here to avoid a lot of the rotating platform here. She's just gonna go to the side and jump over that gate. It's this run can kill levels because it's very the platforming is going straight up, and so you have the potential to fall down very often instead of just having to miss. You saw her switch to Oddball there. That's for the Cruella 2 fight. There is an unskippable cutscene in which Oddball speaks a lot less than Domino. Disney really wanted to get their money's worth out of Frankie Muniz, who's the voice of Domino in this.
And real quick, if you don't know who Frankie Muniz is, no hard feelings, but it's Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle. That might be a more familiar name to you. Yeah, back to platforming.
Here's one of the big pieces to this. As you roll up these ramps, you'll see the bell. What are those things called?
I keep saying pendulums, but they're not actually pendulums. So
like the weights that drive the ticking of the bell. And
oops.
Ooh. That was a good try.
Wanted to go for it.
And naturally, there's a pretty risky strat there to jump 2 of them as soon as you land on that first one, in which you saw that missing it does cause you have to redo the entirety of this room again.
Hence this level being a run killer.
Yeah, very much so.
There's
not a lot of run. Yeah, there's not a lot of run killers, but that one is specifically bad in this run. This next
made it through that room, but there's more of them.
Yeah, this is the last. This is the last room. This one also has a kind of a weird mechanic. The gears, for some reason, have a very slippery physics. So when you jump on them, there's a very real possibility to kind of slide off of them and fall back down to the bottom, causing you to have to repeat this room as well. And so you can see why running specifically this level can easily determine whether a run's going to be good or bad.
Oops. Almost fell, but it's fine. It's fine. All right. Boss fight time. I'll let you keep talking for this one.
Oh, yes. All right. You'll see Tali do a pretty neat mechanic here that was discovered by one of the members of our community in order to win the Corella boss fight pretty quickly. As soon as Corella gets in the first position here, we roll backwards and then ring the bell in order to skip that cutscene. It also lets us have our way with Corella by just rolling back and forth between the pineapple and the bell to stun her in place enough to get the rest of the pineapples off without her moving. Because otherwise she tries to rotate around the entire level.
Yeah, that's about a quarter of the game done. We will have about 4 boss fights throughout the game. There's, I think, is it 3 or 4? No, there's 4 platforming levels in between each one. So,
yeah.
Doing well. Now we have Royal Museum, which is the first objective-based level. So for the other ones, we kind of just roll to the end as fast as we can. For this one, we actually need to do some objectives before we can access the end of the level. So the plot is that for some reason, some of the props in all the exhibits have been misplaced. I'm not sure exactly how, but Fluffy, which is the dog in the lobby, asks for our help to get them all back to the rightful places.
Yeah, so they're missing. We just picked up a coin there,
this one.
And then we're off to the Roman room now to pick up a scarab for the Egyptian exhibit.
So yeah, when you're watching the speedrun, it's gonna be hard to know, like, wait, how do you know where to go? So if you are not watching the speedrun or speedrunning it yourself, you will be able to watch the cutscenes, which it does tell you. So, but we've memorized it, so we can just skip those cutscenes and go where we need to go fast.
Even then, he doesn't actually tell you where to go. He just shows you kind of an idea.
True.
He shows you, like, hey, here's where the item is, and you have to kind of use, like, context clues in the image to figure out what exhibit it's actually in and how to get up there.
Like, some of them will be easy, like the one we're in now, he will show us the top of the pyramids. You're like, oh, so I'm going to the pyramid room, except that if you go into the pyramid room, you come in through the bottom, and you can't actually get to the top of it. So there's little puzzles like that you need to kind of figure out when you're playing this for your first time. But we know how to get up to the top of the pyramid, so here it is, here's the crown. We're gonna try and speed boost down from this, and we got it. Nice.
Very nice. So the mechanic that Tali just used there, when one of the puppies exists on a ramp that is steep, that allows them to slide, exiting the slide with a roll will keep the momentum from the slide and will allow Domino or Oddball to propel themselves forward at that same speed.
Alright, you might be wondering, wait, why did you get a donut? Oh, that's a weird museum exhibit. Is it like 100 years old or something? No, it's fresh. Fluffy just wanted a snack before we were allowed to leave. So, but we did all the chores, so now we can leave. And for some reason, when you exit through the museum's back door, you end up in the London Underground. Because, you know, that's how things work. We're just gonna make our way through this. This one is very much like a maze, if you're playing this casually. But again, we're speedrunners. We've done this level so many times, so we know where to go to make it to the end. Oh, I actually got hit there. That doesn't usually happen. It's fine.
Sadly, there actually exists enough potentials for a hit to result in a death on this.
You just need to be careful with these boats up here, and I should be fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely, you go fast around here. Alright, don't hit me? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Only one of them hit me. So I still can get hit once more.
You got your one bear and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing this casually, and I would always go straight ahead here, but nah, you need to go out this side. And then again, do not slide straight down. I mean, true. But if you want to leave the level, that's not where you go. Yeah. I guess if you do 100% though, then you will need to go those places. But we are not.
100% is a several hour run in this game.
Yeah. Goes from like, what is it? I think my PB right now is 27 something minutes to, yeah, over
like
some
an
hours.
Hour 45 normal.
Yeah. Anyways, Carnival, movement tech, very important.
Very difficult level.
Yes.
A lot of tricks involved in Carnival. Probably the biggest run killer. And we're done.
Here we go. Yeah, no, it's kind of sad because I remember loving Carnival as a kid, and then the speedrun comes and it's just like, no, you just run to the end, and that's it. But now we have one that is actually more challenging though, which is Lumber Mill. This one has some pretty interesting tech to it. However, I am not going to do one of the jumps because it's really hard and I just don't want to kill the run. So we're playing it safe by going all the way around. And alright, we're through. Yeah, again, we're mostly going to try and focus on getting good movement to move through here and getting to the end. Also, I wonder, has anyone in chat seen dogs operate heavy machinery?
I think we all have, Tali.
I mean, I know I have. I'm just checking with chat because I don't want anyone to be shocked for what they're about to see, and I almost just fell there.
I know, me personally, my dog frequently operates a jackhammer.
Yeah. Yeah, Oddball is about to operate this crane. Because, you know, that's what dogs do. Just casually moving this log because I need it to jump off of.
Yeah, strangely, that's not the only time in this game that Oddball operates a piece of heavy machinery.
That is true. Like we said, it's a completely normal thing for dogs to do. Alright, so boss fight again.
Corella 2 is a little bit different Corella 1. It involves us staying on this center platform here and trying to launch watermelons at Corella. This fight is probably one of the best to save time on, because you can get some hits while she's moving if you can time them right, and that'll actually result in a
that's actually a really good fight.
Really excellent time save. So you saw after we got the third watermelon there, Oddball decided to say, we almost got her, which is that unskippable cutscene.
Yeah, if you're playing Domino there, I don't remember exactly what he said because, you know, I usually do play Oddball there to save time, but his line is like 5 seconds longer or something, so it matters if you're going for a PB.
Alright, glide boost.
Ooh. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of slopes in the game, and whenever we have one, we will usually try to boost off of it to get a little bit of extra movement speed. We have another one at the end that is usually easier for me to hit, so we'll see if I can get it now as well. There we go. Alright, so talking about objective-based levels, we have another one of those coming up, which is Barnyard. So
Yes.
we're going to be seeing Priscilla the pig. This is Priscilla. Say hello.
Yep.
She is, it's her birthday, by the way, so she's wearing a birthday hat. So we can tell her happy birthday later on. But I feel like kind
Sadly,
of bad
the
for her.
farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the farmer has basically made Priscilla in charge of all of his chores that he needs to do. So we got to start off by turning her water on. And this level is actually very similar to the museum, where we have to constantly return to Priscilla.
Yeah, she's very thirsty, first of all, so we have to give her some water. Now we're starting to do some chores because, again, it's her birthday. We feel bad that she's being left alone with chores for her birthday because she has a lazy farmer. So we're gonna get... Oh! Come on. There we go. Get this windmill unstuck. And then we're going to get some chickens back in the coop, and that's always interesting because there's a potential for a bit of a soft lock on that. Luckily, if we do end up soft locking in this game, it's not too big of a deal. It's obviously a time loss, but for a marathon setting, it's pretty easy because you can just leave the level and then restart the level, so you only really lose that one level's progress.
I do believe you forgot your death warp.
I did, you're absolutely right, thank you. It's okay, I can do it here.
Yep.
To be
So,
fair, I've only
normally-
started doing the optimized death warp recently, so I kind of forgot that's how it works. Alright, can you, like, not be here? Thank you. This chicken is not working with me today. Oh my god.
Ooh, man.
Can we not do this? Can we
chicken,
not
please.
do this? Okay, this is,
Not on stream, chicken. Chicken.
Alright, there we go, we got it. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna death warp, because at this point we've walked kind of far from Priscilla, and if we do take a death, we will be warped right back to where she is, so it's just faster for us to take that death over manually walking all the way back. So we'll be doing that a couple times. Now we have a silo that is full of... I'm not actually sure what, but there's some tools at the bottom of it for some reason. Because that's where I store my tools as well, under a bunch of grain in a silo. So we're gonna go empty the silo for grain so we can get those tools.
As one does. I mean, it's the easiest place to store them. They're very readily accessible.
It's not like they have a barn or anything here, so let's just put it in the bottom of the silo. But yeah, luckily it's pretty easy to empty it. We just pop in, because all silos have elevators. And we hit 3 switches. And we're out.
Very, very fast in and out of the grain silo.
Alright, and speaking of death abuses, it's time for another one. Oh, I do not want that health. That's gonna just slow me down. There we go. Again, much faster to warp back at this point because we're so far from Priscilla. So, alright, key, right? Yeah.
Yep. So now we have to get a key so we can operate some more heavy machinery.
Yes. Also, I'll start asking so we have a bit of time for chat to answer. It's Priscilla's birthday. When we finish the level, we can give her a birthday present, but it loses time. Sure. Oh wait, why am I talking to her? I need to go to the tractor.
Right.
But yeah, do we give her the birthday present, or do we leave? I'll leave that up to chat.
Oh, we do have
But yeah, we are going to operate a heavy machinery again, and I'm gonna let this cutscene play because I just find it so funny. So enjoy this.
Looks like Emerald's voting birthday, if that's how I'm reading that correctly.
Get some Fields birthday mans in chat for Priscilla to get her presents.
There's a strange dog outside and it's riding my tractor across the yard.
You better not be drinking this early, or so help me, I'm moving back to my mother's house, and you don't want to see that.
Never mind.
Also, how is Oddball driving this tractor?
With her telekinesis abilities.
Something like that. Alright,
Very-
so that
very
is the
tiny
last
dog.
chore. That is the last chore that we need to do. So now we can head back to Priscilla. And it looks like we're getting a couple of Fields birthday mans in chat, so we're gonna give her the birthday present as well before we leave.
It's a very
Nice.
long journey to get that present and then get back
Oh,
to
yeah.
her, though.
We'll play the cutscene as well.
Oh,
There we go.
my. You found a present for me. You're my new best friend.
Thanks a lot, Priscilla. I had so much fun helping you out. Have a great birthday.
Have a great birthday. We have a new best friend. All right, we can leave now. So when you leave through the exit of this farm, there is an ice festival going on. Because you saw the snow, right, at the farm? There's an ice festival going on right next door. It all makes sense, I promise. But yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. We don't need to worry about objectives. In fact, I think it's only museum and barnyard that has objectives. So from now on, we're back to just going fast.
Yeah, this is very much a effect of the late 90s, early 2000s token ice level, token water level.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That existed.
you gotta have
in
at least
every
one
game.
level with ice physics.
I mean, like, how are you gonna make platforming harder? Like, you've learned the platforming skills before. You gotta do the moving platforms and you gotta do slippery platforms. That's just how,
Yep.
that's just
Also,
game
we are
design.
very good at slalom, so... Oh look, we actually hit one.
Hey, you got one. You got one. Oddball
Yeah,
can
we
go
have...
pro now.
we have to actually go do that race, but it's just faster for us to not win it, so we just rush to the bottom as fast as we can. And here, it looks like you might want to use that ice for platforming. Nah, you can just go to the end and just jump up. And there's the end of the level. And again, snow? We haven't seen any snow.
Straight back to luscious green at the ancient castle.
Like, it's not just a little bit green either. There's lots of green here. So I guess this is the closest we're getting to a water level in this game. Because we jump down here and sploosh. Now we're swimming. But not for long.
This is actually the final level before we face Corella for the third time.
Yes.
And then we head into the final stages of this game.
I'm actually not sure why we bother climbing to the top of this castle and you see Krella, and also, like, how does she know to wait us for us there? I don't know.
I think
but yeah,
I think it's us tracking her down, really.
it might
Good-
be, yeah.
Good air. Yeah, good wind. The wind mechanic is probably the biggest
Oop.
enemy of this level. You
Yep.
have to hit your rolls just right on them, otherwise it pushes you back.
And need to not have the roll expire just before a wind gust. Like, it's done for me a couple times now. I'm not doing great. It's okay. We made it through.
The second your second wins made the first ones look pretty bad.
Pretty much. Alright, so Corella 3. We're once again, I don't know how close you paid attention to all the boss fights, but fruit. We're gonna defeat Corella with some pumpkins this time. And I'm gonna try and do a boss manip, so I'm just gonna focus on trying to get that right.
So this third Corella fight involves Corella trying to hit us with water balloons as we smash her with pumpkins. But first we have to take down these pillars that are keeping the pumpkins up. Tali attempted to do a manipulation here, which causes Corella, when this thing falls, to head back over to our side, and it looks like she was successful.
Nope.
Water balloon, and then yep.
It's fine.
And then
We got it.
start pelting Corella. With
It wasn't
pumpkins.
perfect, but we got it.
No, it was really good. It was a really good one.
Alright, so we're leaving the castle and heading into, I think, Spooky Forest is coming up next?
Yes, the spooky forest.
Yeah. So this is another maze level where I remember being so lost casually and I had no idea where to go, and then I was looking at the speedrun route and I was like, oh, you can do that? So,
And this
just
is by design. This level is intentionally made kind of confusing and all over
Oh,
the
yeah.
place.
So we just use this tree as a shortcut, and then we have pretty much a straight path from here, assuming that you know exactly which one to take in that first room. And here we go, and the level does not feel like a maze at all.
But this next level does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of mazes, segueing into Hedge Maze, now we're suddenly in Cruella's backyard, I think? Because apparently she has a hedge maze. But yeah, once again, you can get lost in this casually, but for the speedrun it's pretty straightforward, which is nice. We actually have some RNG for this as well. Do you want to explain the puzzle?
Sure. There's a little tile puzzle near the end where you just have to rotate tiles around in a clockwise motion to form a picture of Corella's face. Sadly, the RNG is manipulated. Can't be manipulated yet. We're trying to figure out how for a potential Taz run. But you can see it just popped into existence there, and that's actually when it picks the layout of the tiles is when it actually pops into existence.
I'm actually getting really good RNG.
Oh, that was a really good one.
That was probably the best really RNG I've ever had on that puzzle.
that was very, very good.
So yeah, usually what I end up getting there, because I just have that bad luck, I guess, is that I usually need to flip most of them at least 2 times, and even more so probably 3 times. But I have multiple ones on that, even on just one, and not a single one had to be flipped 3 times. That was really nice. But yeah, we made it into her mansion, so we're almost where we need to be, because Cruella has been keeping our puppies hostage in her house, I guess. So we're almost there, so we can save our brothers and sisters from becoming gloop toys.
There's a fun piece here as soon as we go through Corella's bedroom, where we're sliding down the vent. And we have to actually do a boost slide and jump in order to get onto the top of the radiator.
I got it.
Ooh, very nice.
And managed to keep the speed boost as well.
Very nice.
Alright, it's run killer time again in Toy Factory. So once again, I'm just going to try and focus on my platforming and let Tofu do the explanations.
Yeah. Alright, Toy Factory is probably sadly the biggest run killer, more than Big Ben. There are a ton of spots to fall off and fall down and everything like that. Ooh, that was a very good skip.
I thought I missed that, so I was starting to prepare for like other movement, then I was like, no wait, I made it.
Very good skip. So you see these crushers that Tali's going through that seem to not want to crush can actually soft lock the entire game. You can get crushed by them, and it will teleport you. Oh no!
It's
Feels
fine.
bad, man.
We'll just do this once more.
You can
Solely
actually
first
get
time
crushed
here.
by the crushers, and it will kind of phase you through the geometry of the level back to the very beginning.
Yep. Which is very unfortunate if that happens, because that does soft lock the level, meaning you need to start it over. And this is also the last, like, actual level of the run. We only have a boss fight left to do after this, so obviously if you made it this far into a run and it dies, it's really sad because you were almost at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I got double hit there, that's scary. Alright, I don't think I can make that, so I'm just gonna wait for the next one.
And yeah, there are, is it 4?
Hopefully this one is not going to hit me
four.
twice. Can't touch. Oh, okay, we just got the boost.
There
Nice!
you go. Very nice. And you did it without damage. Did you get
Yeah.
damage boost without damage?
I think I got caught on the edge of it.
Very nice. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, there's a mechanic there called damage boosting where you can actually get hit by the crusher and it propel you forward.
Yeah, that's what I usually end up getting, but that one I actually managed to avoid damage, which was nice because I'd taken a bit more damage than I wanted to originally. But yeah, hardest jump in the game coming up, and again, really unfortunate that it's so late in the game, but that's just how it is. And we got it.
Very,
nice.
Very nice.
Alright, so it's final boss fight time. So this one has a really strict setup that you want to do to get an optimal boss fight. So again, I'm just going to try and focus on that and let Tofu do the explanations.
Alright, so final boss fight. Corella has learned that fruit has been her downfall. So she is switching to a super gloop cannon that she is firing at Oddball. All we have to do is take out these boxes and to start the second piece of this, which is killing her static robots. The lasers have a shield on them that we can use to block the shots, but missing it does result in having to use the next cannon. There's also only a limited amount of energy on each cannon that we can use for the shield. Very nice. And we're finally on the last part. So Tali's going to attempt to do a manipulation where she has two of the balls up in the air and then can actually just focus the last one. And we're getting ready on time as well.
Oh yeah, time is coming up, now.
Not another! I won't
Thank you for remembering to call time. I completely forgot. But yeah, that is 102 Dalmatians, puppies to the rescue. Corella gets a taste of her own medicine. This is the super gloop. Oh, nice, not bad. But yeah, this is a super gloop that she wanted to dip all the puppies in to make them toys, and I mean, you can look at it. I don't see how that would make any realistic, lifelike toys, but what do I know? I am not a toy maker. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of this, I run this category, and I'm going to start learning all puppies soon on my channel, which is switch.tv/TaintedTali. I see that Ali posted in chat. Thank you very much. Tofu, do you want to shout yourself out?
Sure. Yeah, my name's Tofu8. I also run this. I run the all puppies category, and sometimes I'll do all levels as well. I'm also a variety streamer who's been playing just a bunch of different games recently.
Even though she's gone, I can still smell.
So yeah, thank you so much, Felice, for having us. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the marathon as well, and donate to a great cause.
Dottie. All our puppies are safe, and the police